All right, good morning and welcome to the WICO Summer Comp. We are kicking off here with the infamous cardio WODs. Athletes will be on those rowers, sorry, not the rowers, the runners. As well as that bike erg. That bike erg is on damper 10, so those legs are going to be working quite hard. And once they're done with that, only then can they move on to the next apparatus, which is the mountain climber, and there's going to be 120 calories on that mountain climber. It's going to be absolutely brutal, but expect nothing less from Conan. Workout 1, get the guys nice and tired, and then workout 2, 3, and 4. Going to be quite an exciting one. New apparatus also introduced here today, the Slayers. So we're going to see how that goes. Basically, as Ruan said, it's a little assault bike. That is what he called it. So we're going to keep a close eye and see which team gets there first. I unfortunately do not have any team names with me right now, so I don't know who's on the floor right now. I do apologize for that. We are trying to get Bianca to get me some team names so I know what's going on here. Guys are going to swap out the run and the bike. Remember, they are allowed to do that. However, they cannot move to the next apparatus until both athletes have gotten their calories on the run and the bike. The run is 60 calories and 90 calories on the bike. She's here. You see a lot of the athletes already starting to struggle a little bit. Those runners, if you haven't ever been on an air runner, basically it is more of a pulling movement than a pushing movement. So if you look at the really good runners and even your average runner, it's more of a pushing motion. So as you land, you're pushing yourself forward. With a runner, you're pulling yourself forward. So you're using your own energy. So a lot of the hamstrings are going to take strain. So moving from that assault bike, sorry, not the assault bike, assault runner, and jumping onto the bike erg, you're going to get absolutely destroyed. All right, heat 1, lane 1, we got the Mona Lisas. Lane 2, no weight. Lane 3, not fast, just furious. Lane 4, kip, hurrah. And then lane number 5, what the fit for babes. And lane number 5 is in the middle, I think. So lane 5 is in the middle. That is the ladies in white. You'll see the big number 4 on the shirts there. That is actually one of my logos I've designed. So, for what the fit for. If you ever want a logo, let me know. This guy's thing. Yeah, we're doing a side points, yeah. Oh, 4-2, okay, I got you. You're in front of our camera. It's literally just behind you. Right, you can see now they've moved on to the mountain climber. They've got 120 calories to hit ya. Some ladies still on the bikes. This is a 17-minute time cap. They've gone into 5 minutes 30 seconds. So apologies, the ladies is 100 calories on the climber, not 120. That is the males. So this will be part one. Once they complete this, they'll get a score. And then part two, they're going to do max calories on the Hurricane bike. And they can swap out however they want. And then they're going to jump onto that new edition, which is the Slayer, the mini assault bike on the floor. We'll grab that in a bit when they go down there. And if you just tuned in, welcome. You're watching a It's Happening production. My name is Jason Viking Friedman. I'll be carrying you through the day today.
Week 2, these next two got the score sheets.
Patiently waiting to see which of these teams are going to be moving to the bottom section first. Make sure to drop us a like and a comment. Let us know who you're supporting here at the WICO comp. And tell us why you're not here. Why are you not at the WICO comp? Alright, we have our first team moving down. That is lane number 2. No wait, they have moved down to the bottom section. You can see there the What to Fit For babes. They are still busy fighting on the mountain climber at the moment. Mountain climber is absolutely brutal. We're going to have some visuals for you now on that bottom floor. And there we go. There is the new machine. That is the Slayer. Proudly sponsored by Slayer Energy Drink, one of our official partners here at the WICO comp. There you can see there It is absolutely brutal. We had Ron Potgieter on that yesterday, and he said that it was absolutely brutal. It's literally like a mini assault bike for your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. They'll be fighting for 100 meters.
Okay, we've got 6.5 minutes.
And trust me, that 100 meters is not easy. You can see a lot of the athletes struggling. One of the What the Fit For babes there on the right-hand side, struggling right now. And it looks like all the teams moving down.
100 meters Slayer has been completed. Judges take the score. So 100 meters, 100 meters for ladies.
All right, and then part 3, if they get there, they will have max reps and they can choose. So remember, in WICO, you're allowed to scale within the workout, and you can either choose toes to rings or you can choose ring muscle ups. However, the Hurricane bike will remain the same. That is going to be score number 4. So you have 4 scoring opportunities in this workout.
Let's go. We are on 12 minutes now.
12 minutes down here at the WICO Summer Comp 2024. Don't forget, hit us a like, a subscribe as well. And then let us know in the comments why you are not here. You can see the absolute brutality of the Slayer right now. You can see now, a lot of the athletes, they're on the max calories Hurricane. And then, of course, we got that Slayer machine. You can see them, the little mini assault bike. A lot of these athletes are absolutely struggling. And once again, proudly sponsored by Slayer Energy Drink, a South African brand that is truly taking the market by storm at the moment. And ironically, we have Storm on the screen right now. That is her actual name. One of my producers is like, what the hell am I watching right now? And it's only 100 meters that they need on there. But when you go try that out, that 100 meters is absolutely brutal. I remember Conan had a class here the one day, and then I decided that I would give it a try. And man, it was tough. It was very tough. And the Hurricane bike, if you've never been on a Hurricane bike before, that fan is a lot bigger, so it feels like your stroke is a lot heavier on that bike, it takes a lot more effort to get that bike moving. So you can't really play with it. With an assault bike, you can mess around a little bit. You can push a little bit harder, let the fan do the work for you, and you can hang back a little bit. With a Hurricane bike, you actually can't really do that. You can't get the calories to tick over as nicely on a Hurricane bike as you can on the assault bike. And then there we have the Midgie assault bikes, aka the Slayer. And it is clearly slaying a lot of these athletes. Not too sure these athletes will get into part or score 3 and score 4. We'll see in a bit.
Upstairs, waiting area. One minute, 10 seconds to go. Let's go.
Coming up to that final minute, the athletes are really going to have to work hard here. And you can see they're just absolutely collapsing. Remember, you cannot carry on cycling those hands if your knee or your shin or anything touches the ground. You have to stop.
Let's go. 45 seconds. 45. Every
Final 45 seconds here for the athletes. And if you've just tuned in, welcome. You are watching an It's Happening production. My name is Jason Viking Friedman, and I'm going to be carrying you through the next 30 seconds here of this workout.
20 seconds.
And it looks like none of these teams, as I say that, we might have one team now moving over to
Let's go. 10 seconds.
those toes to rings.
Yes.
And there she's on your screen now.
3, 2, 1.
Nice close up of her face. And that's time here. Athlete 1 done and dusted. Got Bev in the house here. Bev's also going to be competing a little bit later. It's going to be exciting to see where he's at the moment. I did have a chat with him yesterday, and he said he's still in his off season, so he's not taking things too serious. But we know when competition comes, it changes very quickly. Right, don't go anywhere. Heat 2 is up next. And we are back here for heat number 2. And you can see some nervous faces here as they get into this. So these athletes here in heat number 2, lane number 1, we got Black Widows, lane number 2, Banana Bombshells, lane number 3, Grip Tonics, lane number 4 TNT, lane 5 Crash and Burn. Right, so the lanes are a bit jumbled up. So this is the first time we've seen someone choose the mountain climber apparatus first. So they get a choice to either do the run, the bike, or the mountain climber first, and then whatever you leave out, you do last. Got a strong team in lane 4, that is TNT. And they're looking fairly comfortable at the moment, are the TNT team. They're on the pink shirts, the salmon shirts, should I say. And then another strong team in lane number 3, Griptonics. So we're keeping a close eye on them. Remember, they can choose any of the 3 apparatus to start off with. So one athlete will do, say, a run, and the other one will do the mountain climber. Then that bike erg, they can only move to that bike erg when one of the apparatus is finished. So if they finish the mountain climber, only then can they move to that bike erg. That bike erg will be on damper 10. You can just see now T finishing up there. She's jumped onto the bike erg. And they're your current leaders at the moment. They're in lane number 4, TNT. And I know the lanes might be a bit jumbled up. I do blame Conan for that. I have no idea why he's done that. So it goes lane 1, 2, 3, and then it goes 5 and 4. Tash there was hoping for a breather, but now she's going to have to jump onto that bike. And remember, damper 10, if you've ever jumped onto a bike erg and you've put that on damper 10 after a run and some mountain climbers, trust me, it is not easy. Your legs are going to be jelly. We did see it in another comp last weekend where a couple of the athletes were literally crawling to the finish line. And that's not even me over exaggerating. They literally crawled to the finish line. So having that early on in the workout and then moving to that hurricane bike is going to be brutal for these athletes. And we got Dennis, the owner of Slayer, in on our group at the moment, saying people are just absolutely dying on that Slayer. 100% correct. It is a brutal one here today, and that Slayer 9000, man, when the people get down there, it is destroying them. I got Conan here just laughing right now. We're gonna see. Got Bev here taking photos of us. Don't know what he's going to do with that. Let's have a look. Let's see what this guy's doing here. Yes, he's making me look like a supermodel there. Bev, how are you feeling? How are you feeling today? What? How are you feeling today?
I'm tired. I didn't get enough sleep last night.
And it's probably because he was partying last night. This guy on Thursday tells me he went out for a Halloween party, and then you had to be at 5, right? I think he had to be at gym at 5 o'clock in the morning, and he was partying until like 2 in the morning. This guy. Train hard, party hard. Party harder, he says. Right. So still with these ladies, they're battling it out here on the mountain climbers. Some of them have chosen to do mountain climbers last. Some of them got it out the way, and they are busy finishing on their bikes right now. I know TNT at the moment, they are your current leaders in lane number 4, even though technically it's lane number 5, Conan. Got Ron Potgieter in the house. He's giving them some advice as well. He coaches Tanya. And when you start hearing that clanking, like someone's dropping weights all the time, that's someone extremely tired on the mountain climber. They're unable to control the body weight coming down. Right, they should be wrapping up now. They're about 7 minutes 15 seconds in. Right, on screens, or they were on screen, was the TNT team. They're moving down. TNT are wrapping up. They're going to move to their Hurricane bikes, and then they're going to jump onto that Slayer 9000. Right, and then the results in the previous heat. The Mona Lisa's walking away there with competition, with the heat win, and they are currently sitting at 376 points. And then in second is What the Fit For Babes. In third, No Wait. So we'll see how that's going to change up in the next heat or so. Obviously, we have TNT, Grip Tonics, Crash and Burn, Banana Bombshells, Black Widows. Some healthy competition here in this heat at the moment. And then Death to Dell, that's Slayer energy drink. They are taking the market by storm at the moment. South African brand. If you've not tried Slayer just yet, make sure you head on over to slayerenergy.com and you can order yourself some brand new Slayers. Probably grab some Slayer later on when I start dipping. Energy levels drop a little bit. Now we see these stronger athletes now. The RX athletes on these there's TNT, we were talking about them. They're your current leaders at the moment. Will they be able to hang on to that? And you can see there, it is not easy. It is tough. And then there they are on that Hurricane. They are trying to push those calories, max calories on the Hurricane bike. And there's a change out there for the TNT in lane number 4. See our camera lady there also getting in the action. Going to catch a nice close up there. There we go. Looking suave here on that Slayer 9000. And all of these ladies, you can see they're in lane number 3, I think that is, yeah, lane number 3. That is Griptonics. We know that they're a strong team as well, but they look to be pushing the pace, as well as right next to them on the right-hand side, the lady in the red shorts. She was absolutely flying on that Slayer 9000.
Heat 3, please get a good scorecard. Heat 3. Then make your way up to the top. Heat 3.
And Black Widows now, they've also moved down to the max calories on that Hurricane bike. And it's only 100 meters on the Slayer, but we yet to see... Actually, wait, there was one team. One team moved to toes to rings, and they chose the scaled version. Remember, you could choose an RX version and do ring muscle-ups. Automatically, you will have more points if you do the ring muscle-ups versus the scaled version of toes to rings. See if anyone will get to those rings. I do feel like TNT, possibly even Griptonics, will get to those ring muscle ups. And remember, after your shoulders get taxed like that, to go to ring muscle ups after that, it is near impossible. I mean, I think I must have done at least 20 meters. I didn't even do that much on that Slayer 9000. And my shoulders and my triceps and my chest were, it's like I had just done a boot session. I had the most insane pump. So I can only imagine them. Obviously, they're splitting 100 meters between them. But say now each of them do 50 meters. That's quite a pump you're going to have moving into those ring muscle ups. And we got Dennis in the comments as well. Dennis is the owner of Slayer Energy. Fantastic guy he is. And I genuinely mean that. I'm not just trying to get some brownie points here. And TNT still battling it out here. Shaking out those arms. They are struggling. Haven't seen anyone move to those rings just yet. I must say, looking at Black Widows there in lane 1 on the left-hand side, they have been looking very, very comfortable compared to everyone else. And they're doing a lot shorter stints on that Slayer 9000. That possibly could be helping them a lot. However, remember, they still got max calories. If you look at their cadence on the Hurricane bike, it's not as efficient as everyone else. So they could be losing points there. However, on the Slayer, they're doing pretty well. And Nina now comes into the picture.
Lane 2, 62. Lane 1, 72. Looks like lane 4 is not in the lead yet.
So lane number 4 is your current leader, and then like I said, lane number 1, that is the Black Widows. They are only 3 meters behind on that Slayer 9000. Remember, they came down to the bottom in last place. So they came to that bottom floor in last place, and they're currently now in second, only 3 meters behind on the Slayer. So it just shows you the strategy that the Black Widows put in has been phenomenal. They've been doing shorter stints on that Slayer and swapping out a lot quicker. However, remember, we have to keep track of how many calories they're doing on that Hurricane bike. It looks like the Hurricane bike they're not too concerned about. They're just kind of going about it, recovering, and then working really hard on that Slayer. However, look at, I think that's Nina. Nina on the right-hand side of your screen at the moment for TNT. She put the hammer down, but now she's having to stop once again. 2.5 minutes remaining.
Please grab your don't take the dancers. They take, get to your lanes. Stop up what you want.
Dennis says he's doing a Movember cut. You must drop a picture on the group. And dyed pink as well, Dennis.
First layer finished with the Slayer. Lane 5, lane 4 finished.
And lane 4 now, they have moved into those ring muscle ups. And Tanya looking to get, and that's what I said, those shoulders and those triceps, as well as the chest, are going to be full of pump right now after that Slayer 9000. So to try and get a ring muscle up after that is going to be absolutely brutal. And look at that, we have another team, that is our Black Widows, lane 1. They're doing the scaled version, so they're only doing toes to rings right now. But they're all eyes on TNT, the RX. There's only 5 seconds remaining. Will she get 1 rep in at least?
4, 3, 2,
And she doesn't. So still, we've had no RX teams get a ring muscle up just yet. We got another strong batch coming up now. Of course, we got defending champion Meryl in here as well. So this is going to be an awesome little battle here in heat number 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be with you in a little bit.
and the seats to Gemma. Make sure you got the score from the Hurricane. Yes.
Right, about to kick it off here for heat number 3. RTF, Grit and Glam, lane number 1, lane number 2, MHC, Double Trouble, lane number 3, Blonde Bombs, lane 4, RTF, Golden Grit, and then lane number 5, Caramelos. Right, all these athletes choosing to leave the mountain climber for last. As we saw in the previous one, we had TNT as well as Grip Tonics. They decided to go with mountain climber first. These ladies all choosing to rather leave that for last. Will that pay dividends when they get to that Slayer? We're going to find out. 17-minute time cap. Athletes will be working through 60 calories on the air runner, and then 80 calories on the bike erg, and then 100 calories on the mountain climber. And again, we got some very, very strong teams here. We got our defending champion in lane number 3. That is the Blonde Bombs. I'm assuming that's a mix-up there. That is probably... Yeah, that is definitely a mix-up because those are not the Blonde Bombs. That's Caramelos, so there we go. Sorry. Lane number 5 is in the middle. I forget this. Just Conan likes to confuse things. and B's smiling because she knows. He could have easily gone with lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, lane 4, and 5, but no, he'll mix the lanes up, so make life difficult for us here in the commentating booth. I'm not too sure. I think it was Jean-Marie who was in the defending champions team. But now Jean-Marie in a new team. And they are in lane 1. That is Grit and Glam. There we go. So we just had confirmation. So Jean-Marie usually is the partner for Meryl. And there's her ex-partner there on the right-hand side of your screen. That's Jean-Marie. Jean-Marie is a phenomenal athlete. She has done comrades, done all sorts of other sports, diving into the world of high rocks. Hopefully we'll get her at one of our endurance sessions soon. We usually do our endurance classes here on Saturdays. Unfortunately moving to tomorrow because obviously we have the comp here today. But yeah, hopefully we'll get her in the high rocks team as well. In the comments, let me know, what are your thoughts? Are you guys still avid CrossFitters, or are you starting to fall onto the dark side of high rocks? Right, so TNT walked away with the heat win there. Then no weights, then crash and burn. Those are your top 3 in the previous heat. No, that's overall. I thought Gemma would show me the heats winners, but okay. So the leaderboard at the moment is TNT, no weights, crash and burn. Those are your top 3. So when I read out scores later on, that it will be the leaderboard, not the heats. I'm just confirming with Gemma, my business partner / coffee getter / friend. Yeah, friend. And clients, actually, clients as well. I'll make her run a lot.
I've got a question for the cameraman, Bev. I want to know, actually I'll ask the audience, anybody out there know what Bev's real name is? Beverly is short, Bev is short for Beverly. Surely his name's not Beverly.
I just know him as the hooligan. So if you don't know, Bev actually used to be a cage fighter. Yeah, really. And they used to call him the hooligan. And he was actually pretty good. He was a pretty good fighter. So yeah, don't go to ground with that guy. He'll strangle you, he'll pop a shoulder, put you in a guillotine. Right, so these ladies are moving a little bit faster right now than the previous heat. And when I say a little bit, probably by like 10 seconds max at the moment. So we've got to keep an eye on these ladies. They might be putting in a serious effort to take that number 1 spot, which is the TNT. And it's neck and neck, actually. Like I said, some really, really strong teams here. So yeah, if you didn't hear Gemma there, anyone know what Bev's real name is? And Jean-Marie, lane number 1, They have made their way down. That is Grit and Glam. They are absolutely flying right now. Here comes the rest of the team. And look at this, pretty much all our teams just moving down. Bit of confusion here at the top. Right, so remember, they're going to have max calories on that Hurricane bike. And we've seen the shorter the stint is on the Slayer 9000, the better it is for you. So these athletes need to make sure that they don't spend too much time on that Slayer because it will destroy you. We've got Meryl in the middle there. She is hammering it down. As I say that, she drops down. But it looks like they are doing quick changeovers here as well. And that's exactly what you want. You do not want to stay on that Slayer too long. Once that pump kicks in, it is going to take a lot to get rid of that pump. And only 100 meters, but trust me, that 100 meters probably feels like a kilometer for these athletes.
We've got lane 4, 50 meters. Lane 3, 20 meters. Lane 5, 17. Lane 2.
Drop us a like and a subscribe in on the YouTube channel. Let us know who you're supporting. Why are you not here?
Here we go.
And do you think you can do 100 meters unbroken on the Slayer 9000? And I'm saying that without doing anything else. Just jumping onto the Slayer 9000. Will you be able to go 100 meters unbroken? Let me know in the comments. I like that technique there on the right hand side. She's using her hips, her back, keeping those arms nice and straight so triceps aren't taking too much strain. It's got an interesting technique she's using. And that is Blonde Bombshells, Caramellos right there. They're changing out. Lane number 1, Grit and Glam. They are struggling. That is Jean-Marie. Remember, she used to be in a team with Meryl, and they were the defending champions. They absolutely demolished everyone the last time they were here. But now they're in 2 separate teams. And no, there wasn't drama. They're still friends and they love each other. Got our High Rocks Pro athletes here in the in the house, ex-CrossFitter Justin. Just tell us a little bit more about your transition from CrossFit to the High Rocks scene. Obviously, with this being cardio, we can talk about High Rocks.
Well, at the moment, my pronouns are High Rocks and High Rocks. So, yeah, that's been my transition.
We can't take this guy anywhere. I must say, that's probably the comment of the day. Whew. Oh, my word. I'm still recovering. Started even sweating, I was laughing so much. Anyways. See that wide stance. I'm not too sure about that wide stance, if you're allowed to do that, but no comments on it just yet.
There goes the shoulder lock. Lane 1, 62.
All right, lane 1, 62. Lane 2, 55. 61, I think it was. Lane 3, 70. And lane 4 is 61 as well. So it's fairly close across the board at the moment with these athletes. So who's leading I think it's blonde bombshells at the moment. It's the ladies with a very interesting technique where they're keeping those arms nice and straight. Yes, there we go. Conan showing me they are number 1. So our blonde bombshells leading at the moment. And Jean-Marie, they are currently in second place. That's lane number 1, Grit and Glam. So it is close across the board at the moment, but you can see Jean-Marie on the left-hand side there, shaking out those arms. 4 minutes remaining, and they still need to try to get to those ring muscle-ups. So ring muscle-ups is going to be the determining factor of who takes the overall lead at the moment. Remember, TNT got to their ring muscle-ups, but unfortunately weren't able to complete a ring muscle-up. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Luckily, I have the scores right here in front of me. So in first place on the leaderboard at the moment is TNT. All we need is one team to do one ring muscle up, and they will be your new leaders. So it's going to be a close one here. Don't go anywhere. Slayer 9000 on your screen right now. Only 100 meters they need to get there, but it is a brutal 100 meters. It feels like a kilometer.
Okay.
I also ordered some shit of Tino and see what it's about. Because we got at the rock and roll team party. So it's just 49 rand. And all the bangles, 25 rand. I'm like, come on. So I spent like 400 bucks and got the shit worth like 2 grand. Belts, everything.
I want to get us first, but they just banned it. And look at that, the blonde bombshells onto those ring muscle-ups. Will they get? They are your new leaders. So they will be the new overall leaders. However, keep a close eye on Jean-Marie and them. They are not too far behind. Jean-Marie, they are done with the Slayer. They are moving into their ring muscle-ups. Here comes Meryl as well. Meryl in the picture. And they're not unable to get a ring muscle up. Tired. And you know Meryl is exceptional with her ring muscle up. So just shows you how the Slayer at the moment has destroyed their arms. And remember, blonde bombshells in their second there, looking for a third. They get that third. Remember, when they were on that Slayer machine, they were keeping their arms nice and straight, taking a lot of strain off those triceps as well as the shoulders. And Meryl is struggling right now. And up she goes. That's lane at number 1. Grit and Glam. They got 1 rep at the moment. And they're not too far behind. Here comes everyone on their ring muscle-ups. But keep a close eye on lane number 4. Lane number 4 is smashing out those ring muscle-ups. Absolutely flying. But I think Blonde Bombshells might have done just enough to stay in the lead here. Double trouble. Melissa now looking to get up onto that ring muscle-up. And she's also struggling there. But Golden Grit, they have been flying on those ring muscle-ups. It's going to be a close one between Blonde Bombshells and Golden Grit. Blonde Bombshells just hanging on. But keep an eye on this lady here in lane number 4. She has been destroying these ring muscle-ups. That's another 2 in the bank. Is she going to go for a third? She does. And that gap is definitely closing on the blonde bombshells. 15 seconds remaining. And the blonde bombshells, I think they might just hang on to this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And what a heat that was. That was insane. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get those results to you shortly and we'll find out exactly who are our leaders. Next up, we got heat number 4. We'll catch you in a little bit. So we are going to get, our camera just went down. We are going to fix that for you shortly. The joys of streaming, absolutely love it. There's always technical issues, but we're going to sort that out for you in a bit. In the meantime, I'm going to let you know who is underway. Heat number 4, lane 1, we got What the Fit 4, Am I Here? And then lane number 2, What the Fit 4, Dragons. Lane number 3, Grid Squad. Lane number 4, Catalyst Crew. We are going to sort that camera out in a bit. So in this workout, we have some of the male teams. They still will do a 60 calorie air run. However, on the bike erg now, it is 90 calories and then 120 calories on the climber.
The first main seat with the 180
Right, so we got one camera back. We're going to try to get that other one back ASAP. All right, so our current leaderboard at the moment stands for our females. Blonde Bombs, lane number one, in position number one. However, they are tied with RTF, Grit, and Glam. They are both sitting on 370. And then the RTF Golden Grit, they are in third place at the moment with 368. And not too far behind MHC Double Trouble, they are sitting at 334. So that is going to get quite heated when we move into WOD number 2. So if you are supporting those teams, make sure you let us know in the comments who are you supporting and who do you think will take that number 1 spot for the females. Do you think it will be Blonde Bombs, RTF Grit and Glam, or RTF Golden Grit? Let us know. Right, at the moment we've got some of our male teams as well as one more female team. The males are working through that 60 cal run, and then they're going to jump onto that bike erg. Damper 10. So if you don't know what a damper is, that's your resistance, the resistance on the bike. And trust me, a damper 10, it's basically like you cycling uphill, and a steep uphill at that. It's quite brutal. Right, we got the other camera up and running. Now we can get nice and close. See if there's some bacon bits in your teeth. Get nice and close. And love to see the What the Fit For crew out here. Not renowned as a CrossFit gym, but they do a lot of functional training. So awesome to see them out here. Giving it a bash at the WICO comp. You guys are very quiet in the comments. Come on. Don't be shy. It's not like I'm going to bite you. Still waiting for Dennis to send me his Movember cut. And no athletes just yet on the bottom floor. Five and a half minutes done and dusted. They got 17 minutes to get through the work. And it looks like lane number 1, they are wrapping things up here.
I keep this here. I'm entered the top.
So Justin, the High Rocks athlete, he's jumped in to help out one of the teams. Apparently the other guy didn't show up. So Justin will be joining there. That will be fun to watch. Yeah, you see them on that mountain climber. Man, that mountain climber is a lot of fun. Have you guys ever used the mountain climber? Let me know in the comments. I must say, the machines we have here today are brutal. The assault runner the bike erg on damper 10, the mountain climber, and then moving into the Slayer 9000, the devil spawn of the assault bike, except you use your arms, and then of course the hurricane bike. Got Josh, our director slash producer, in the house. Josh, what do you think you're gonna hit on that Slayer 9000, bro?
Honestly, it's the first time seeing it. Would honestly not even get past one rotation, to be very honest with you.
I love throwing Josh in the deep end. Josh, recently a dad, well not recently, probably like 6 months now, eh? 7 months. I was close. See, I keep tabs. And yeah, you got some of the What the Fit For guys jumping onto those mountain climbers. And it looks like we got a team on that bottom floor. They are busy smashing it out there. Looking really good, actually. We're going to get some footage there for you now in a bit. And man, that Slayer 9000 it's brutal. It looks so silly when you first look at it, but when you do it, it is brutal. And man, like I said, I just did 20 meters on that, and I had some serious pump in my arms.
Okay, 10.5 minutes. Yeah.
If you've just tuned in, welcome. You're currently watching an It's Happening production. My name is Jason Viking Friedman. We're carrying you through the entirety of today.
Good way. Let's be in a bridge position. Now you want to go down to your knees. Okay, we're one team still at 95 kilos and a common. Then bump down.
Drop us a like and a subscribe there. It will help us a lot, especially with YouTube's algorithm.
No one need any asses in the air.
Right, back here. All these ladies and men at the moment on that Slayer.
Okay, it's going to be 13 minutes soon. So you can go down. You can go, you can stop.
You can see there a lot of the athletes learning from the previous heats. They're deciding to go with that straight arm, or trying to go with that straight arm technique. It helps a lot less strain on those triceps, shoulders, and chest. Whereas if you bend those arms,
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes.
it is a brutal. Lane number 3 at the moment, they are flying grit squad. Remember, they got 120 meters.
Good squad, flying again, holding on. Let's go. Heat 5.
And look at lane number 1. They are flying right now.
Heat squad. Double D squad. Please come quick to the back. Double D squad.
3 minutes remaining for these athletes. And that Slayer 9000. I don't know, Gemma, have you used the Slayer 9000?
Yes, I used it. What do you want to know how it was? It was bad. It was really, really bad. And it takes forever to take over.
It's like, Rod said to me, it's like a little assault bike.
But for your arms, yeah.
Yeah, so there you have it. Like, everyone at WICO has tried it out. Well, I don't know about Gemma. Have you used it? So Jenna and Gemma, in case you guys get confused, J and a G. I'm not speaking to myself here. They are actual people. Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it. I did a lot of GHD sit-ups and toaster rings the other day, so my core's a bit sore. So I stayed well away from it.
Yeah, all I'm hearing is excuses here. Lots of excuses here from Gemma. Not you, Gemma. I hate it when they stand together. It's so confusing. All right, they are ticking over, yet to see anyone. So if you're wondering, yeah, this is the scaled version. If you are doing the scaled version, you are allowed to go onto your knees. However, you automatically fall down the leaderboard because you're choosing the scaled version. RX version is that plank position, as we're seeing nicely here on your screens right now in lane number 1. That is what the Fit 4 am I here.
1 minute. 1 minute to go. Heat 5 on the floor.
We've got Heat 5 coming up next. Oh my word, that is a phenomenal name. Lane 1, Chunda Cats. That's going to be heat number 5. Let's see if they ring true to their name, Chunda Cats. And they literally have the coolest shirts as well. We'll get some footage for you just now.
25 seconds.
About to wrap it up, 20 seconds remaining.
15 seconds. Come on. 1 ring muscle up. 10 seconds.
And we got a ring muscle up here for the RX, man. Grit squad.
2, 1, and time.
And there you have it. 2 ring muscle ups. That was a phenomenal effort. They literally just popped in there the last 20 seconds and they were like, all right, let's do these ring muscle ups. Don't go anywhere. Next up, we've got heat number 5. It's not going to be too long. Changeover is quite quick today. So make sure you get your popcorn, get some drinks, and not alcohol because, I mean, what? It's 8:15 in the morning. So please, like fruit juice or something.
1, let's go.
All right, we are back underway at the moment. Heat number 5, lane number 1, we got Chundercats. Lane number 2, Stormtroopers. Lane number 3, Double D Squad. Lane 4, Chafing the Sun. That was me on Thursday after my run. Lane number 5, Barbell Bandits. Alright, so we got our Hyrox Pro athlete in lane number 4. Lastminute.com. Conan's having the best laugh. No, just Hyrox now. He's a Hyrox Pro athlete now. Sponsored. There's a running joke.
Jenna got a sponsor.
Did she? Oh, like who?
The Pines, the new company.
Oh, really? That's awesome. So there's a running joke about sponsored athletes in the Hyrox scene, because it seems like all Hyrox athletes nowadays just get sponsored by everyone. So, yeah, Nina, you gotta get some close-ups. Nina. Wait, what? Did I hear right? So TNT, Nina just gave Justin some firepower. He wants to get Nina's number. She said she'll give it to him if he wins. Wait, Nina, is that win the whole competition or just this one?
Competition.
The whole competition. She's like, yeah, I hope so. Every single workout. Oh, she's upping the rates now. She's upping the rates. Oh, she says a digit per win. But now, listen to this. There's only 4 workouts. So he's not getting 5 workouts. 4. Every scoring opportunity. Ah, okay.
You're taking a lot of photos of me.
Yeah, Nina. Taking a lot of photos of him. Wink, wink. Yeah, you're taking a lot of photos. We're watching you. She's blushing. Right, there's Justin on the run now. On your screen. I'm his running coach, by the way, so look for him to kick some butt here. Right, currently on your screens, heat number 5. Remember, they got a 17-minute time cap. They got a 60 cal air run, and then they get to choose whether they want to do the bike erg first or the mountain climber first. If they choose the bike erg first, they can only go to the climber once they are done with their one of the apparatus. So for the men, it is a 90 calorie bike erg on damper 10 and then 120 calories on the climber. It's quite a tough workout. And already we have someone moving to the mountain climber. B, just check the mountain climber middle. Yeah, the one he's on. Yeah. He's fine. Yeah. He's fine. Just making sure those mountain climbers are set to the right weight. So when you jump onto that mountain climber, there's a start button. And sometimes the athletes or the judge, they forget to push that start button. So athletes will like start working, but nothing's happening. You got to push that start button. But it looks like they got it down. Oh, Justin, the shirt's coming off. Alright, so our current leaders at the moment, we saw for the males, we saw Grit Squad get 2 ring muscle ups. So they are sitting on 400 points at the moment.
Where's mine?
And then we got WTF Am I Here? You know what that means. I'm not going to say that out loud. And then we got What the Fit For Dragons in 3rd. But that will change up. Obviously, we still got 2 more heats after this. And we got the likes of Bev. I think Bev won the previous one. No? I can't remember. I think they won.
Let's go with yes.
Yeah, I think Bev is the defending champion. Yeah, the previous. Yeah, I think Bev is the defending champion, so we'll see if he can hang on to that title. It's nice to see returning athletes. We've got Meryl, Jean-Marie, Tanya, we got Storm, we've got a whole bunch of athletes that keep coming back to the WICO comp. Clearly all slightly crazy, because these workouts are brutal. I've done one before I started the streaming with my business partner Steve and Josh and them, and I couldn't walk for about 2 weeks. Look, there were more workouts, but I literally could not walk for 2 weeks. And funny enough, one of those workouts, it looks like it's actually making a return, those sandbag squats. Yeah. Sandbag front squats, workout number 2. It's pretty much what we were doing. And rope climbs, yep. Making a return here. And you look at Justin working the shorter strides. So we use the mountain climber a fair amount. And those shorter, quicker strides actually ticks over those calories really, really fast. Justin says he's trying pizza later. And he just said he's definitely not getting Nina's phone number. Oh, that's funny. Alright, we've got a couple of teams moving down to the bottom floor. They will go on to max calories on the Hurricane bike, and then 120 meters on the Slayer 9000. And we see there lane at number 3. As well as lane 1 and lane 2, they are on those Slayer 9000s. So most of these teams will be doing the scaled version, so they'll do max toes to rings if they get through that 120 meters. Only seen one male team get through it. They were an RX team. They got 2 ring muscle ups. They are your current leaders. That was Grit Squad in the previous heats. Here comes the rest of the field now. Everyone on those Slayer 9000s. You see athletes just dropping, struggling here. And I must say, the strategy these teams should be playing right now, short stints on those Slayer 9000s. Keep swapping out. We saw in the females that was the strategy to go for, and it worked really, really well. So a lot of these men need to start changing up that strategy as well. Especially when we see those stronger teams come in a bit later.
Lane 5, 19. Lane 3, 36. And lane 5, 12.
If you've just tuned in, welcome. You're watching an It's Happening production. My name is Jason Viking Friedman. I'll be carrying you through to the end of today. See some scaled versions here that go onto their knees. And all that means is that they will move down automatically down the leaderboard. If you do a full RX, so all your scoring opportunities in RX, you'll score higher and you'll be at the top of the leaderboard. If you do RX and one scaled thing, automatically you will fall down the leaderboard. And yeah, we got Mr. Hyrox himself, Justin. I don't think he's ever used one, so for him it's new. And he is dying. And also, if you don't know, he's had shoulder surgery. It's why he's not doing CrossFit anymore. So that right shoulder, 10 to 1, as you can see, he keeps having to pull it back. See the next heat waiting to get onto the floor. Lane 1 and 2 battling it out. There's Chundercats as well as Stormtroopers.
Okay. 4 minutes.
4 minutes remaining. Will any of these athletes get to those toes to rings? You can see them there on the max calories. So max effort, they'll try to get as many calories as they can on that bike. Only 120 meters on the Slayer 9000. And I say only, but it ticks over so slow. Like one meter is probably like the equivalent of 10 calories.
2.5 minutes.
Merrill in the house came to say what's up. Our defending champion, as well as Jean-Marie, the defending champion. But now they are in separate teams, and they are battling it out for that number 1 spot. And we can see the strain it is taking on these athletes. That Hurricane bike, that fan, with it being a little bit bigger, it is so hard to just get it going and to maintain a decent steady pace on that Hurricane bike. Playing it smart there, he's not using his arms at all, trying to save it for the Slayer 9000. And we have an athlete on the toes to rings. Oh no, we don't. That's just someone testing things out, confusing us. Shame. Feel sorry for Justin. He's getting flack from everyone because everyone knows him here at the gym. So everyone's giving him sticks at the moment. Nice close up here, flying. Doing the scaled version on the Slayer 9000. Pushing it. And there's his coach as well, Storm there on the right. Coming up to that final 30 seconds. 20 seconds remaining for these athletes. Final 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Heat number 5 done and dusted. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a quick changeover, and then we are going to have some intense racing for heat number 6. We'll see you in a bit.
Three, two, one, let's go.
All right, we are live here once again. We got heat number 6 underway. Lane number 1, Saw Rama pause squat. nice use there. Lane number 2, weight benders. Lane number 3, it saw it hurts we in pain. Lane number 4, Luke, I am your turbo. Lane number 5, rowing pains. Josh, where's our Seattle coffees, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Huh? Where's them Seattle coffees? Don't worry, we're gonna get our High Rocks athletes to go get us some Seattle coffees. I actually shouldn't say this on stream. We're giving them free advertising. All right. Athletes are moving in this heat. You can see there the cadence a little bit faster on that run. Love to see it. And our man on screen here, he's been training quite hard recently here at WICO, prepping for this very comp. I wonder if this is his first. I'm not too sure. I must ask Conan if this is his first CrossFit comp. If you are here and you're currently watching the stream in the warm-up area or the cool-down area, make sure to tag us. ItsHappening.Africa as well as WICO Fitness on Instagram. So as we look at the running styles here, with the air runner, it's more of a pulling action than a pushing action. When you run on the road, you tend to push a little bit more than you pull. But on the runner, it is pretty much pure pulling. Those hamstrings, those glutes take strain. And we're going to see some serious lifting. We're going to see some serious lifting from, is that lane number, this lane? Conan, if you listen to this, please don't ever do this again where you mix the lanes. I don't know what you're doing. I'll keep trying to work out who's in what lane. Anyways, the dude with the light green shirt and his partner Rob.
We are coming to 4 minutes down. 4 minutes.
Right, 4 minutes down. These athletes are moving right now. Here comes Justin again.
Deep 7.
Right, so our man on screen here and his business partner there in the back. They are going to do some serious bench pressing and squats later. I know Rob on the run at the moment. He's quite close to a 200 kg squat. I think he's possibly even hit, yeah, I think he's hit 200 in his lifetime before. He's not there right now, but he might hit it today. Let us know in the comments, what is your max bench press and your max squat? Let us know. Lane number 4. They are sending it. Looking good right now. That is Luke, I am your turbo. And if you're not a nerd, it's reference to... Actually, let us know in the comments. What is it? Luke, I am your... Oh, you going to go? I'll pay you cash. You buy me a protein bar. No. Yeah. Shot. No, they jack.
Okay, we've got the first team on the Slayer.
All right, got some results here. And at the moment, Double D Squad are your leaders for the men with 382 points. Grit Squad are in second with 374. Barbell Bandits in third with 356. However, things are going to change drastically. These teams are flying. Lane number 4, they have got a healthy lead at the moment. However, we saw this with one of our lady heats where the team that came off last off the climbers ended up in second place. So don't count anyone out just yet. Yes, they got a healthy lead, but can they maintain that lead? That is our team in lane number 4. Luke, I am your turbo.
Okay, we've got 2 more teams on the top there.
Right, you can see here lane at number 4, they are your current leaders. Not too far behind, we have lane at number 1 as well as lane number 2. But the cadence right now on that Slayer, lane number 1 seems to have a superior cadence and they're not really letting up. Lane 2 keeps collapsing.
Okay, next team's coming in.
Rob, the big man, we know this guy can squat. Look for him a little bit later on the bench press as well as the squat to put in some serious numbers. Right, back to the bottom floor. Remember, max calories on that Hurricane bike and then 120 meters on the Slayer 9000. Proudly sponsored by Slayer Energy Drink. Make sure you head on over to slayerenergy.com. You can order yourself a batch of energy drinks, some of the best flavors you will ever have, and it's a South African brand taking the market by storm here in South Africa and hopefully soon the world. Yeah, I must say that I clearly have a thing for that, because to me I'm like, she's fuck off. I'm like, phew. And now she knows I keep looking at her.
So we've got lane 4, 50 meters. Lane 3, 7. Lane 5, 20. Lane 2.
Right, hopefully no one heard that, sure. Sometimes we forget the mic is on. Damn it. It was about coffee, I swear.
2.5 minutes. Just remember, there are leader shirts up for grabs.
There are leader shirts up for grabs as well after this workout. So, by Urban Clothing. So, proudly sponsored by Urban Clothing. All our leaders will have leader jerseys or shirts. And that is from Urban. You can see our defending champion here, Bev. Right, lane number 1. Still battling it out here with lane number 4.
There is a time for the ladies, so the next workout will determine which team will get the leader shirt.
when you realize you've been muted the whole entire time. It's fantastic. Do apologize for that, but we are back here. At the moment, lane number 1, 2, as well as lane number 4. Lane number 4 is on your right-hand side of your screen. Don't ask us why. And then lane number 3 is here on the left-hand side in the Nutritech shirt. Your leader coming into lane number 4. Or, sorry, your leader is in lane number 4. They were the leaders, should I say. But at the moment, it could be very close between lane 1 and lane 2. And what I like about lane 2 is they're starting to do short stints, in and out, in and out, in and out. But let's not count out lane number, what lane is that? Number 3. There we go, lane 2 done and dusted. And man, this is going to be a score to beat you. Lane number 2 with 1. Make that 2 ring muscle ups. Will he go for a third? He puts in a third ring muscle up. So at the moment, lane number 2, your leaders. Here comes lane number 4. They are now 3 reps behind. Once again, our leaders still remaining in lane number 2. That's the weight benders. We're trying to chase them down. Lane number 4. Lane 1 in the mix now. It is heated here at the moment, with just under 3 minutes remaining. And this is a proper battle at the moment. Lane 4 as well as lane number 2. They are neck and neck with these ring muscle ups. But don't worry, we have Fit Sport here that are doing our scoring. So we'll make sure we know exactly who our leader is. Assuming Gemma's maths is really good. Excel's maths. And there's some failed reps here, but lane 1, they are slowly but surely eking their way into this. Here comes lane number 5, lane 5 in the picture as well. Growing pains, Luke, I am your father, it's sore, it hurts, we in pain, weight benders, and then Cyril Ramaphosa squat are all on those ring muscle ups.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
and time. That is it, yeah. Don't go anywhere. Next up, heat number 7, the last heat here. And we got our defending champions in this heat. So don't go anywhere. All right, we are back here. Heat number 7. In lane 1, Old Dogs New Tricks. Lane number 2, Gunsmoke Legends. Lane 3, 152 Pulp Fiction. Lane 4, MHC Masters. Lane number 5, Dumb Buggers. And our defending champs. In lane number 3.
Please go to the end. Heat 1 of WOD 2. And Heat 1 athletes, please grab your score sheets from the anchor. Heat 1 for WOD 2 athletes, grab your score sheets.
All right, so remember these athletes are going to be working their way through a 60 cal air run. If they choose, they can do the mountain climber first or the bike erg first. We got our defending champions as well as lane number 1. They are choosing to go with the mountain climber first. Mountain climber is 120 cals. And the bike erg on damper 10. And if you don't know what a damper is, that is your resistance. So it is on the highest setting. So basically you're cycling uphill for 90 calories. That is scoring opportunity 1, time. Then scoring opportunity 2, they will do max hurricane bike for calories. And they can swap out however many times they want. And then they'll jump onto that Slayer 9000. The mini assault bike, the Devil's Spawn, and they'll do 120 meters there. Let's get a yes or no. That's all I want from you guys in the comments. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. All I want is a yes or no. Do you think the defending champions, 152 Pulp Fiction, will they retain their title this year? Just a simple yes or no. If you just want to put a Y or a N, please let us know. Do you think 152 Pulp Fiction will hang on to their title this year? Right, so it's going to come down to those ring muscle ups. These guys are going to have to work hard to get to those ring muscle ups. We got old Pep here. I feel like he's at every CrossFit comp I ever go to. It's from MHC. That is our MHC Masters, lane number 4. So I think 13 ring muscle ups is the muscle ups to go for that number 1 spot. That's just from some of the scoring sheets I've seen here at the moment. And MHC Masters, they are flying on this mountain climber. With your ones, it's like your struggles.
Hey, what's the next team to make down first? I think it's been practicing in Florida, running on the scene.
And it looks like MHC Masters, they are moving down. Especially waiting. There you go. MHC Masters currently are your leaders.
Hey, heat one, please go red world. First seat for 1-2. First team on that. Here we go. MHC Masters in the lead, yeah.
MHC Masters doing an exceptional job right now. They are looking real healthy. Right, so far in the comments we have one yes for 152 Pulp Fiction to hang on to their title. However, at the moment they are lost, but not by much. And again, we know that these Slayer 9000s change things up drastically for these athletes. Lane 1 is flying. Tour de France on those hands right now.
Venus and the third level. Venus. Right.
So MHC at the moment, they're the current leaders there. And from what I'm seeing on the score sheets, a lot of athletes are neglecting the Hurricane bike. I've seen a lot of athletes, or a lot of teams, should I say, dropping points on those calories on the Hurricane bike. And teams that are finishing up on that Slayer 9000, but aren't getting that scoring opportunity on the Max Hurricane bike, max calories on the Hurricane bike, it's making them fall down that leaderboard. So, got to keep a close eye on that as well. We've been focusing a lot on the ring muscle-ups, but remember, there are 4 scoring opportunities. Time to finish is score 1. Score 2 is your Slayer. Score 3 is max reps, and then score 4 is max calories on that Hurricane bike. Athletes in the red on the right, no, they are on the right bike. The lanes are mixed up, Johnny. Speak to Conan. Conan does some weird things and changing lanes, and so the lanes are lane 1, lane 2, and then lane 5 is in the middle. Then it's lane 3 and then lane 4. Don't ask me why Conan's done that, but that's why you probably think they're on the wrong bike. Yeah, we're lane number 1 at the moment. Old dogs, new tricks. And then in the middle there, that is lane number 5. That's dumb buggers. Previous heats, we saw those Slayer 9000s change up the whole dynamic. People who came off the top floor first and went to the bottom floor in that first place position sometimes came out of the Slayer 9000 in second, third, or even last place. So keep a close eye on that. But at the moment, just from what I've been looking at, lane 1 have been absolutely flying on that Slayer. I wouldn't be surprised if they're leading at the moment on the Slayer 9000. As I say that, we look at lane number 2. They're starting to pick up the pace there as well. I see what you're saying, Johnny. Yeah, I actually missed that. Sorry. I didn't see that, yeah. So they were on the wrong bike. Yeah, I missed that completely, Johnny. So did not see that. But yes, if they were on the salt bike, definitely the wrong bike. They're supposed to be on the Hurricane. But it looks like they are sorted out now. They are on the right bike.
Carry 4.5 minutes now. Lane 4, 89. Lane 3, 90. Lane 5, 85. Lane 2, 94. And lane 1, 88. So Bengoa in the lead now.
So lane 2 is your new leader. Gunsmoke Legends in lane number 2. They are trying to wrap things up, but they are now opening up the door for the rest of the field because they keep stopping. Remember, just 1 meter on that Slayer is almost like 5 to 10 calories. I'm not even joking when I say that. Right, our current leaders at the moment, Luke, I am your turbo. This is the leaderboard. They're on 394. Weight Benders in second place. They're on 382. And then Cyril Ramaphosa in third position with 336. Will this heat change things up on that leaderboard? We're going to keep a close eye. Remember, the men have to get to 120 meters on that Slayer 9000. 14 minutes. And remember, just from the score sheets, if I counted correctly, I think 13 bar ring muscle ups. 3 more meters, 2 more meters, 1 more meter, and they are done and dusted. But look at this. 152 Pulp Fiction are in the lead. Those are your current champions from the last summer comp. They are now in your lead with 3 reps. Lane number 2 is in second. That is Gunsmoke Legends. But lane number 3, 152 Pulp Fiction, the reigning champions here at the WICO Summer Comp. So it looks like, Mox, you are right at this point. Lane number 2, they're now in the mix here with 2 ring muscle ups. Coming short there. Bev loves his gymnastics. He is moving. They are looking for 13. Here comes Peps. MHC Masters. Oh my word. He just did a strict ring muscle up. And the rest of the field coming into it. Lane number 1 now. Old Dogs, new tricks. But our leaders still remain there with 152 at the moment. It looks like Bev is going to take all of the reps at the moment. Starting to lose a bit of shape there. Lane number 5 now as well. They're in the mix. Dumb buggers. And Pep once again, another strict ring muscle up. Insane.
40 seconds.
Only 40 seconds remaining. We're looking at lane at number 2 here. They get up. Gunsmoke Legends. Lane number 1, they're now moving nicely as well.
30 seconds.
But at the moment, with about a 5 rep lead, is still 152. Pulp Fiction.
20 seconds. Last minute. 15.
Final 10 seconds remaining. Pep still doing the tricks. Dumb Buggers gets one. And all the teams gets an extra rep. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens on the leaderboard. Don't go anywhere. We got WOD 2 will be coming up next.
That is one tag. That
Right, we are back here.
Assault box. If you hear hurricanes, it's at the wrong time.
WOD number 2.
Okay, we, judges, numbers 8:30 to 10 over. Okay, we started in 10 seconds. 5,